Good morning. Watching the sunrise in Dali, China. Chat's enabled.
It's so bright already. Good morning to you, sir.
Morning, Pentagon. How you doing? It's a beautiful morning. What are you up to today?
I about to sleep. Am.
Yeah. I just got up. It's 6:18 here. I'm getting ready to make my coffee. Birds are singing. I'm not sure if you can hear one of the birds. It sounds a little bit like an owl, but I don't think it is. Uh-oh. That didn't work out. Wow. Big crash. Major crash. Okay. I know what the problem was there. Knocked all three cameras over. There we go. We got the sunrise back. Okay, let's make some coffee. I got Checkers out here with me. That bag of coffee's empty.
Good morning.
Good morning, Captain. How are you? It's a beautiful morning here. Sun's not quite up yet over the mountains. I'm making coffee. We have a little outdoor kitchen here. So this is where my apartment is. The main apartment's over on my left side. It's really just two rooms. It's a bathroom and a living area. my wife is sleeping in there right now. And then over on this side is the kitchen. But we have an outdoor kitchen here. Well, it's not an outdoor kitchen. It's just a, what do you call that? Not a thermal stove, but a induction stove. A little induction burner. Not even little, it's kind of big. But it's super cool for cooking. Oh, Checker's got his new toy. Come on, buddy, let's go over here so we can see your new toy. This is a homestay. There's 16 rooms here. My wife's brother owns this building, and he just converted it into a homestay, which in China, a homestay is really just a small hotel. So my wife Chuan, her brother owns it, and him and his wife and their 19-year-old daughter live here. So they take up 2 of the rooms. And then her parents live here also. They take up another room. So I guess the family's got 4 of the 16 rooms. And most people who stay here just come and stay for a few nights. I don't think there's anybody that lives here other than everybody in her family. Checker's got his new toy. I wonder how far I can walk away from the transmitter for the mic. Actually, the mountains on the backside here are prettier than the ones on this side. Now, on this side, of course, we got the lake. That's Erhai Lake. And Erhai means ear, because the lake is in the shape of an ear. So it's 25 miles long, and it's only probably less than a mile wide. And it's completely surrounded by these mountains. So we're about 6,500 feet above sea level here. And then those peaks, the mountain peaks, are probably up around 10,000. Do you like your new toy, Checkers? Yeah, here you go. Yeah. What is this anyway? I guess it's a bear. I love this little coffee grinder. Get a little bit of exercise. Let's see, what am I in here for? Oh, pan. Uh-oh. My coffee pan has been taken. Let's see if this will fit in here. Yeah, it'll fit. So my coffee maker, which is a French press, I had it out here to empty the grounds into my compost bin, and one of the little girls that was staying here came up to do her laundry, knocked it off and broke it. So we ordered a new one. It's made of glass. And that one got broken shipment. So we sent it back, got another one, and that one was broken shipment. So the way I make coffee is I just fill this with water and turn the burner on. And then I put the coffee in a second pan that sits in the water.
Get your toy.
And then pour the water in. And then boil the coffee. It doesn't really boil though. Did the chat stop? Come on, come on. Sun's just about ready to come up. I might have missed some chat. Damn it. Did I miss some chat? Here comes the sun. What you doing, buddy? Oh. Yeah, you're a good boy. You like your pets in the morning, don't you? I hate this Android phone. You can't stop the screen from timing out and going black anymore on an Android. I guess I looked up any solutions to that, and I guess there's a couple of apps you can get, but neither one of them really do it completely. I'm going to adjust this camera a little bit. It's a little bit too high and a little bit too far. How's that look? Yeah, that's better. It's interesting though. The sun is coming up. It's really not over the mountain yet. And it's really yellow and orange over there. But this camera doesn't pick that up. I'm going to try something. So I'm going to connect my phone to the Wi-Fi that's... Hey, buddy. And then I'm going to set this up for NDI. I got to disable that. Then I got to go here. I have to turn on another app here though. Where is it? What was it called? I know, buddy, I'm sorry. You want pets, don't you? Okay, sorry, buddy. Hold on. I'll get my chair and then I'll sit with you. Okay, let's see if that... I don't think that's going to work. Sorry about this. I'm always trying new things, you know? Okay, now that's started. Okay. So then let's go to my camera again. Let's put that like that. And it's not working. Why? All right, I'll go back to the normal way. I'll try to get that working sometime when I'm not streaming. Oh, come on. Okay. There we go. Let's give this a little stir. Looks pretty good. What happened to my phone? Here it is. I'm still streaming, right? Yep. Let me try. Oh, hi, buddy. Okay, come on. Come on, buddy. There you go. Yeah. How are you? Boy, you're really needy this morning. It's okay. You're a good boy. I love you. Oops. Sorry. Why are we offline? Okay. This says we're offline. Now what? Wow, big dog fight. I don't know if I'm online or not. Okay, we're streaming. Okay, we're back on. Smells good. Okay. Now we'll put this coffee cup back in there to get it warm. How's that sunrise look? Not good. Wonder why. It's a beautiful morning though. I'm gonna turn my other camera around. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so that camera gets the sunrise a little better. This is my little setup here for relaxing in the morning. It's a beautiful morning. I'll warm that cup up a little bit. Okay, that's warm enough. Ooh, too warm. Okay. All right. Okay, Checkers, come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. Get your toy. Come on. Come on, buddy. You want to come and sit up on my lap? Oh, that one's not working. What? The fuck is that shit? Okay, well, it's switching properly. Okay. Okay, so the stream is working. Come on, Checkers. Come on, buddy. Up here. Come on. Come on. There we go. There. Now he's in his spot. And he's got his toy. And everything in the world is fantastic. Here comes the sun. Look at that coffee. So that view right now, well, the one that was just there, is showing the stairs, the door to our kitchen, and the door to our apartment. This view is looking east. Sun comes up in the east. It's a beautiful morning. I love that bird. Now, I might be able to control my views, my scenes. Oh no, that won't work. I wonder what kind of a bird that is. So now the sun is starting to shine on the tips of the mountains in the west. That's pretty cool. Oh man, this is hard to beat. Good coffee, beautiful weather. I can see the sunrise in the window that I'm facing. Unfortunately though, this camera, the Sony 3000, possibly because of the way I have it set up, does not catch the yellow sunrise. My Digi Action 5 Pro is catching some of the orange sunrise. I'll have to look into that. But I've got all of the light sensing setup of that camera set up so that I get a good bright view of my face while I'm driving the motorcycle. Apparently that is not a good setting for sunrise. I'm firing up Kick to see if I can, how my, it's telling me I have to update. So I can see the sun coming down the mountains. As it comes up over there, it shines down the mountains. It's moving pretty rapidly. It's kind of weird though. It's not shining everywhere. It's just shining on one of the peaks. Huh. I don't think my chat is showing up. Oh no, this ain't right. Good morning. Hmm. It doesn't say that I'm live in Kick. So it could be that my new solution for bonding is not working. Hmm. Better check chat though. Nothing. Pentagon must have went to bed. Captain's busy. It's an absolutely beautiful morning though. Okay, let's put the cover back on this guy. See how I look on YouTube. I don't appear to be live on YouTube for some reason. That would piss me off. I'm definitely on Twitch. Why? I guess I am live on YouTube. Checkers, how come you're not up on my lap? Come on up. I guess I am live on YouTube. There you go. There's your toy. Oh, now the sun's up. It just popped up on the back of my neck. That's pretty cool. And the mountains now are fully, on the west side, are fully covered by the sun. Well, all the way down to my neck. That's cool. I'm going to do that every morning, or many mornings. So I'm watching Twitch and YouTube at the same time, and there's a delay. Let's see. I'm going to wave my hand and see which one of them shows it first. Okay, Twitch is showing it first. There we go on YouTube. Okay, so let's do that again. First we're going to go 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007. There we go on 7 seconds on Twitch, 1008, 1009, 1010, 1011, 1012. There we go on YouTube. So we got a 7-second delay on Twitch and about a 12, maybe it was 13, because I talked. About a 13-second delay on YouTube. Now you won't see that because, of course, because you're not here. So you can't see when I actually do my hand. But trust me, it's about 7 seconds delay on Twitch. Oh, that sun on the back of my neck is just feeling really nice. There we go. Now we can see it. You can see it in the helmet cam. Now you can see the sun shining on the apartment. And you can kind of see it in the Sony camera, although it doesn't give you any yellows. So I figured a few things out. I know how to control the stream from my phone now. So when I'm on the bike and I'm driving along and I see something that I want to stop and show or talk about, before I had my cameras rotating every 10 seconds, and sometimes I would be looking and talking, but the camera's on my face instead of the helmet cam showing what I'm looking at. So now I'll be able to tap the screen and break away from the camera rotation and show my helmet cam so that you guys can see what I'm actually talking about and pointing at. Now, when I do that, it'll only stay for 10 seconds. But I can jump back for another 10 seconds, or maybe after that first, yeah, so I can jump back for another 10 seconds. There's a flock of pigeons. There's a lot of pigeons here. I think there's people that raise them. Okay, buddy. Checkers wants lots of love this morning. A little more than normal, even. So that's one improvement I made I figured it out last night, how I can do it. I was trying to do it using the YOLO Live app, which can only work on an Android. But I couldn't get that to work. I couldn't get it, and I have their technicians, their engineers working on why it won't work. Because I've used it in the past, it's worked in the past, but for some reason now that I'm in China, it's not working. And it's not because of a VPN. Well, I can't say that for 100% certainty, but I don't think it's anything related to the VPN because I have the VPN turned off when I'm trying to use it. The only other thing it could be is it requires the VPN. But I doubt it, because the way it works is in my equipment box here that I mount on the bike, I have a dongle Wi-Fi unit that has a China Mobile chip in it. So I connect that Wi-Fi to my YOLO box switcher, and then I connect the phone to the same Wi-Fi. So in order for this app to work, both the YOLO box and the phone have to be on the same Wi-Fi network. So I have them connected, and then you find the IP address for the YOLO box, and you put the IP address into the app, and then they're connected, and it allows me to remote control the scenes. And it's worked in the past, but it won't work now that I'm in China for some reason. But they also have a web approach. So you log into their website and you go to the web control, you enter the same IP address, and that's what I tried last night. I was trying the app during the day yesterday and it wasn't working. And then I tried it again last night and it didn't work. So then I went to the web control and that did work. So I'll be able to use the web control. The only drawback to that is I have to have my phone. Nah, that's okay. That's not a problem. I have to have my. That's weird. I wonder why that didn't work. It didn't work a couple of minutes ago when I tried web control, and it could be because the IP address has changed. It was .87 last night, and I tried 87 here this morning. But in order to find what the IP address is this morning, I have to stop the stream. I have to look up the IP address before I start the stream, because if I don't, I have to stop the stream in order to look at it. So everything looks good here, but I'm going to double back to chat, to restream chat, just to make sure. What the hell just happened there? Okay. I woke up early this morning at 5. It's weird. Must be old skin problem. But sometimes if I wake up at night, if I start scratching, I mean, I don't have a lot of itches for any reason. It's just, I don't know what happens, but if I scratch, then my whole frickin' body gets itchy. And then I just get up. I remember my dad telling me he had that problem, and he thought it was dry skin. And that would do it. So anyway, I woke up. No big deal. I like getting up early anyway. I really enjoy this apartment arrangement here. It's a little bit unusual. Because the kitchen and the living area are two separate rooms, and there's no real bedroom. So the bedroom's in the living area, which I don't know. I don't mind that at all. But, and I don't know how many square feet we are. And of course, we have the attic type roofs. So when you get to the edge of the apartment, you can bump your head. So there's some drawbacks, but for $270 a month, I have no complaints. And it's just beautiful. I mean, you walk out of the room, we got this great big, hardly anybody's ever up here. We have, Chuan's family and friends have barbecues up here, which are really fun. And we do it up on the roof at night. We've probably had 5 or 6 of them in the last month. So, but like the tenants that stay at the homestay here, there's a clothes washing machine over there. That's our sink that we bought. So then the kitchen doesn't, we were gonna hire a plumber to come in and doesn't have a sink. So we were gonna do that, but then got water and a drain right over here by the wash machine. So we just bought a little cheap outdoor sink. Works great. And I love being outside anyway. So who says a house or an apartment has to be conventional. I like doing things different. I like change. I'm odd that way. I have been conditioned in my life to not only accept change, but almost need it. I can tell that story someday. Why does Rob need change? It's conditioning. Well, I'll talk a little bit about it. One reason is I've had a lot of different hobbies, and I kind of allow myself to have a hobby and for a while and then change hobbies. The drawback is I don't get exceptionally good at anything, but I also have like a fresh start or something new by changing my hobby. So I have a whole long story about hobbies. And then I had a very unusual career. And I changed roles. I didn't change companies a lot, but I changed roles at the companies. I only worked at 3 companies. Well, more than 3, but let's say as a primary career. I had part-time stuff, but as a primary career, I worked at really only 2. But if I count my dad's sign business that I started working at when I was 8, there's 3. But I've had somewhere in the neighborhood of 24 or 25 different titles. And then my late wife, Anita, she was an adventurer, and I am an adventurer to some extent. Not like a guy that travels the world living in the wilderness or nothing. Not that kind of an adventurer, but an adventurer in that not afraid to try new things. And she was like that. So when we were together, that whole adventurer thing was compounded. So that caused us to do different things. You could say that I have had sort of like life-changing decisions, or where at least twice in my life I changed almost everything in my life. Huh. Twice. I had job changes, marriage changes, major living changes, lifestyle changes. I did that twice. And both times there were, like I said, a marriage thing, and a job thing, but they were still, for the most part, calculated decisions. So in other words, it wasn't like circumstances caused major changes. It was more like decisions. And each one of those hobbies, job, lifestyle, those 3 topics, each one has its own long story. that I'll tell someday. I love the sound of that bird. And it's only one, and he's out here every morning. Yesterday I saw him. It looked kind of like not a blue jay, but what's the name of, Canadian jay. It's a Canadian jay is a gray and white blue jay. And that, they make some, I don't even remember the sound they make, but a Canadian jay makes like a huge amount of noise, more than that bird. I can't quite remember the sound that a Canadian jay makes, and the reason I know about them is because whenever we were at my dad's or my grandpa's camp hunting up in Michigan's Upper Peninsula, the Canadian jays would be around. And I don't remember the exact sound they make, I just know that they're really loud. I gotta adjust my butt. It's getting a little bit sore. Oh. Ooh. That's comfortable for a while, but... Okay, there's some big white birds that I see flying between me and the mountains. They're not super big, but I'm guessing it's like about a foot square type, like a wingspan of a foot or two. More like a foot. But they're bright white, and I can see them going along the mountains every once in a while. Is this thing locked up? It better not be. Sure as shit. Yep, motherfucker. Restream chat on an Android phone is not reliable. And it's because the fucking screen keeps going to sleep. Look at that. It was offline. What are you doing, buddy? You got all your toys out here, all three of them. Your duck is missing a foot. So right now, I want to see how many platforms I'm streaming to. I think I can stream to 5 with Restream. Says I got a new chat. Bullshit. I don't. Okay, so right now I'm streaming to TikTok, which never works, or at least it never saves. YouTube and Twitch and Kick. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right now. Oh, Instagram. And I never see anything on Instagram. Well, I sure do appreciate Captain and Pentagon for logging into my streams every month, every time I start up. I appreciate that. Could be a nap in my future today. Getting up at 5. Okay, I think we're going to shut the stream down. And charge up the batteries so we can go on the bike and stream.